Hello everyone, welcome to this class. In this class I am going to discuss some unusual oxidation states. For example, what is the oxidation state of nitrogen in HNO4, oxidation state of sulfur in H2SO5, oxidation state of chromium in CrO5, and oxidation state of sulfur in H2S2O8. Okay, how to find the oxidation state? Okay, the common oxidation state for hydrogen is +1 and the common oxidation state for oxygen is -2. So if you use common oxidation state and if you find the oxidation state of the nitrogen, you may not get correct answer sometime. Say for example, say in the first case HNO4, I'll use the normal method. What is the normal method? Hydrogen +1 oxidation state. For nitrogen you keep it as X, then you have 4 oxygen, 4 into -2, add all the oxidation state. Since the molecule is a neutral molecule, the sum should be equal to 0. Okay, so +1 plus X minus 8 equal to 0. Therefore this is -7. So if you bring it to right hand side, you will get +7. So if you use normal method, we get the oxidation state of nitrogen as +7. But we know very well nitrogen has only 5 valence electrons. So if it loses all the 5 electrons, it can go to a maximum oxidation state of +5. So for nitrogen, listen, the maximum possible oxidation state is +5 only. Are you clear? But here we got +7. Listen, whenever the calculated oxidation state exceeds the maximum possible oxidation state, okay, it indicates some of these oxygens are not normal oxygen. So some oxygen actually they are present as peroxides. Okay, so now we have to find out how many peroxide oxygen atoms present in this molecule, right? Yeah, how to do? Listen. So whenever calculated oxidation state is greater than maximum possible oxidation state, it indicates the presence of peroxide bonds or peroxide oxygens. Okay, now for single central atom, suppose if a molecule has only one central atom, see in HNO4 we have only one central atom, right? If you go to H2S2O8, see here you have two central atoms, right? Now for molecule with the single central atom, how to find the number of peroxide bonds? You know very well, oxygen single bond is called peroxide bond. So how to find the number of peroxide bonds? Number of peroxide bond is nothing but calculated oxidation state minus maximum possible oxidation state over 2. Okay, this formula is applicable if molecule contains single central atom. Suppose if molecule contains two central atoms, okay, then number of peroxide bonds can be calculated using this formula. That is calculated oxidation state minus maximum oxidation state. This directly gives you number of peroxide bonds whenever two central atoms are present. Are you clear? Yeah. Now I'll go back to the question. So now see, yeah, in HNO4, how to calculate number of peroxide bonds? You know very well, in HNO4 you have only one central atom. Therefore calculated oxidation state 7 minus maximum possible is 5. So 7 minus 5 divided by 2 will give you 7 minus 5 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1. So we have one peroxide bond. Listen, one peroxide bond means it consists of two peroxide oxygen. So the structure of that molecule is, listen, you have one peroxide bond, attach one hydrogen with one oxygen and NO2 group with the other oxygen. Okay, N double bond O coordinate bond with oxygen. Correct? This indicates that the two oxygen atoms in HNO4 are not normal oxygen. So how to find the correct oxidation state? Listen, for hydrogen +1, for nitrogen let it be X, plus two oxygen atoms are present as peroxides. You know very well, for peroxide the oxidation state is -1. So you have 2 oxygen, 2 into -1, plus the remaining 2 oxygen are normal oxygen. So put 2 into -2. Okay, so add and if you add all these values, okay, this is plus 1, see this is minus 2, this is minus 4, this is minus 6, minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. If you bring it to right hand side, you get plus 5. So the actual oxidation state of nitrogen in HNO4 is plus 5, and this compound is called pernitric acid. Okay, this compound is called pernitric acid. Then I will show you another example. See H2SO5. If you use normal method, so you have 2 hydrogen, 2 into plus 1, sulfur, let it be X, then 5 oxygen, 5 into minus 2 equal to 0. So this is minus 10, this is plus 2. Okay, so you'll get minus 8, bring it to this side, you'll get plus 8. Right, now listen, sulfur belongs to oxygen family, right? In oxygen family, okay, the number of valence electron is only 6. So sulfur can lose maximum of 6 electron, and it can get the maximum possible oxidation state of 6 only. But now the oxidation state is plus 8, so it is greater. Okay, the oxidation state is plus 8, it is greater than the maximum possible oxidation state 6. Okay, so whenever the calculated oxidation state is greater than the maximum possible oxidation state, then it indicates the presence of peroxide bond. So calculate number of peroxide bond equal to, and you have one central atom here. When molecule has one central atom, how to calculate number of peroxide bond? Yeah, calculated oxidation state minus the maximum possible oxidation state divided by 2. 8 minus 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. Are you clear? Yeah. So it has one peroxide bond. Therefore, the structure of this molecule is HO single bond O. This is a peroxide oxygen, right? Peroxide bond. Then connect one. See, one hydrogen is connected to this oxygen, and this sulfonic acid group is connected to the other oxygen. Okay. So here, this is the structure of H2SO5. In this, these 2 oxygen atoms are peroxide oxygens. The other oxygens are normal oxygen. So if you calculate now, listen, you have 2 hydrogen, so 2 into plus 1, plus you have 2 peroxide bonds, 2 into, for peroxide oxygen, the common oxidation state is minus 1, plus for sulfur it is X, plus, and you have 3 normal oxygen, 3 into minus 2 equal to 0, and if you simplify this, you will get the answer as plus 6. Okay, so in H2SO5, the oxidation state of sulfur is plus 6 only. Are you clear? And what is the name of this compound? This compound is called, listen, this is actually peroxide, so per-monosulfuric acid or peroxy monosulfuric acid, we can say. Right, this is the name of this compound, peroxy monosulfuric acid. And it has a common name. What is the common name of this compound? Kerose acid. Correct? Kerose acid. Apostrophe yes. Kerose acid. Right, then. So the next example, CrO5. If you use normal method, the oxidation state of chromium, listen, let it be X, plus you have 5 oxygen, 5 into minus 2 equal to 0. So this is minus 10, bring it to right hand side, you will get plus 10. You know very well, for chromium, the outer electronic configuration is 3d5-4s1. 3d5, it consists of 5 electron in D and 1 electron in S, 3d5-4s1. If it loses all the 6 electron, it can go to a maximum oxidation state of plus 6 only. So for chromium, the maximum possible oxidation is plus 6. But now the calculated oxidation state is plus 10. So it indicates the presence of peroxide bonds. So how to calculate number of peroxide bonds? Number of peroxide bonds equal to, and here see, this molecule has only one central atom. Here chromium is the central atom, so it has only one central atom. Therefore 10 calculated 10, maximum is 6, so 10 minus 6 by 2. 10 minus 6 by 2, you will get the answer as 2. So this molecule consists of 2 peroxide bonds. Okay, listen, this is one peroxide bond, this is another peroxide bond. Okay, connect the peroxide oxygen to chromium, peroxide oxygen to chromium, and we left with one more oxygen. Keep that oxygen as a normal oxygen, double bond O. Are you clear? And if you calculate oxidation state now, listen, for chromium let it be X, plus 4 oxygen atoms are peroxide, so 4 into minus 1, and 1 oxygen is normal, so minus 2. And if you calculate, you will get the answer as plus 6. So plus 6 is the maximum, plus 6 is the correct oxidation state of chromium in this So the correct oxidation state of chromium in CrO5 is +6. Okay, then see this question, H2S2O8. What is the oxidation state of sulfur in this compound? Listen, if you use normal method, you will end up with +7 as oxidation state. But we know very well for sulfur, maximum possible oxidation state is only +6. So the calculated value is greater than the actual, the maximum. Okay, so what to do? You should calculate number of peroxide bonds. Number of peroxide bond equal to, now listen, in this molecule you have two central atoms. Whenever two central atoms present, then you can calculate number of peroxide bond using this formula, that is calculated oxidation state minus the actual. So 7 minus 6 is 1. So we have one peroxide bond in this compound. So what is the correct structure? The correct structure is here. Listen, so we have one peroxide bond. Now you attach one sulfonic acid group to one of the peroxide oxygen and another sulfonic acid group to another oxygen. So this is the structure of the compound. Now we will calculate the actual oxidation state. So it has 2 hydrogen, 2 into +1, plus you have 2 sulfur atom, let it be 2x, plus you have 2 peroxide oxygen, 2 into -1, plus you have 6, here 3, here 3, you have 6 normal oxygen, 6 into -2 equal to 0. So if you simplify this, okay, you will get the answer as +6. So in H2S2O8, the oxidation state of sulfur is +6 only. Are you clear? This compound can also be called as peroxy disulfuric acid. Okay, you have peroxy group, peroxy disulfuric acid. Okay, and this compound is familiarly called as Marshall acid. That's the familiar name of this compound. Okay, then I'll show you another example. See Fe3O4. In Fe3O4, we call this compound as ferroso-ferric oxide. Okay, if you calculate oxidation state by normal method, you will get fractions. Listen, if you get fraction, okay, it indicates that the oxidation state of all the 3 ion atoms are not same. Okay, whenever the ion atoms present in different oxidation state, okay, then you may get some fractional values. Okay, see if you see the formula, actually Fe3O4 is called ferroso-ferric oxide. What is meant by that? It consists of ferrous oxide and ferric oxide. So one oxygen is +2 and the remaining 2 oxygen atoms are actually +3. So the average is 8/3. So in the normal method, the oxidation state that we are calculating is actually an average. Are you clear? Yeah, so whenever average comes out as fraction, it indicates that the atoms present in different oxidation state in the given molecule. Are you clear? Then this example, see Na2S4O6. So here, if you use normal method, you will get the oxidation state as 5/2. It is a fraction, right? What does this indicate? All the sulfur atoms are not in same oxidation state. Okay, this is the structure of this compound. See in this structure, listen, if you compare sulfur and oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative, so give -1, and sulfur is less electronegative, give +1. Okay, for single bond. Here we have double bond, so oxygen -2, sulfur +2. Here again double bond, oxygen -2, sulfur +2, right? If you take these two bonds, here the two atoms are same, electronegativity difference is actually negligible, therefore 0, 0. Now what is the total you see? Total is, yeah, +2, +2, +1, you will get +5. So this sulfur is +5. Similarly, this sulfur also +5. So 2 sulfur atoms are present in +5 state and these 2 sulfur atoms present in 0 oxidation state. So if you take the average, 2 sulfur +5, 2 sulfur 0, if you take the average comes out as 5/2. Are you clear? So whenever the oxidation state comes out as fraction, okay, you may think of the presence of different oxidation state of the same element in the given compound. Okay, yeah, okay, stop here. Thank you.